Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. On the LINK chart we see a little bit of upside, nothing major. The crypto market is in green color again, but LINK isn't really moving a lot yet, okay? LINK isn't really moving a lot. So be aware that, yeah, I think LINK should have bottomed here in wave 4. Ideally it has, but the momentum hasn't really built yet, which, to be honest, isn't much of a surprise because a wave 5, this year would be a wave 5 of 5. These are often not as aggressive anymore as third waves. Well, they can be, but they can also be quite choppy because it's sort of the last wave of a trend that I at least am expecting here. Could still get to around about $23.80, $29 maybe next. Yeah. So what I'm watching for is the development of a fifth wave. I mentioned to you already in the last few videos what we need to see to confirm really that wave 4 is finished. I can only say what I assume at the moment. It's not really confirmation because technically we haven't even taken out any substantial levels, but I mentioned to you already in the last few days that if we see a break above this swing high, the $19 level, that would be an early indication that some kind of a low has formed, okay? So a more substantial low, that maybe this immediate downside in wave C is over. At least we have that. It could still turn into a more complex correction. There is one more corrective pattern that could apply here, which I would label a W, X, Y, X, Z pattern. I wouldn't rule that out. It is possible. It would be my bearish alternative and would still allow for the development of a fifth wave from, later, basically, just a delayed development of the fifth wave. If the market decides to, just basically pull back again, form a lower low in the support region, but still stay within the support region. And it would mean that, it cannot break out. So likely it needs another leg down. That is a very uncommon form of a correction. And it's very difficult to distinguish this from basically a proper 5-wave move to the downside. So again, it is absolutely possible that this is playing out. I don't see any evidence for it, but I also don't yet see the momentum I need to see to really say with a lot of confidence, yep, this is the wave 5. So I'm leaning to it, it's my leaning that we have a fifth wave, but I will probably change my perspective if we see the break below the last swing low at $18.15. That would be more weakness than I want to see in this market phase. So what we normally now expect is in this fifth wave to the upside that the market continues to rise, break above this previous resistance line, which is at $19.70 pretty much, then move higher to the B wave top, $20.35, it's the B wave top, then $20.90 pretty much. And we need to get above that level. So basically there are a few levels to take out, a few swing highs, especially this one, and break through this resistance area. 3 micro resistances structurally, however, that need to be overcome. And then the top one is also Fibonacci resistance because it was my first target for this circle wave 5. $20.92 is that level, and a break above it should send wave 5 higher to $23.78. I think this would be a very realistic target for that fifth wave. Cannot promise it will happen. In my alternative perspective, there is at least a perspective in which the top could be in. For me, the main question here is, do we get one more high or not? I'm leaning to it. Okay, I'm leaning towards it because there hasn't been a confirmation that a more substantial downtrend has started. But if that shows, and that would be the case below $16.78, then I would assume that, okay, circle wave 5 of the larger wave 1 is finished. But it's not yet my preferred outcome. We always need to be open, however, also in analysis, in trading. Markets change quickly, so we always have to be open to change our perspective. That is a strength, okay? It's not a weakness. You want to react to the market. You're not making the market as a trader or investor. You can only react, and the faster you can react, and the sooner you can let go of your biases, the better. And that's, at the moment, I'm leaning towards further upside. I told you which levels need to break, gave you the next target. Support is obviously at 1678. Below 1678, I have to assume that, circle wave 5 of wave 1 already topped. We are probably already in this wave 2. I cannot really give you a support area for it yet, but we might find support in the $11 range, sort of roughly. Sometimes the wave 2 finishes where the previous wave 4 of lower degree finished. That was here around $12. So it's sort of that area I would be watching. but ideally we see it go a little higher first. There is still a possibility, even if we break below 1678, that this entire move up is forming a diagonal pattern. In that case, we can allow for a deeper pullback even, but it would be weaker than I would really want to see it. And it's also not a highly probable, or let's say a high probability wave count anymore. Diagonals are difficult to navigate. And in diagonals, the proper invalidation point for further upside would be here the $13.50 level. That's far away from where we're now, so I wouldn't want to trust it really. But for now, I'm watching for higher prices, and I assume the wave 5 has started. Let's see if it does it. It hasn't really joined yet that Bitcoin rally that we've seen. But maybe when Bitcoin is consolidating the next time, LINK is catching up. Just take a look at the levels and understand that if they break to the downside, probably something more bearish is playing out here. One of the more bearish alternatives I presented. This is my update about LINK. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.